spotlight. In this town, there is another local university with a Hoopfest legacy. Alyssa Charleston is here now with their attempt to reclaim the top spot.
Yeah, Ariana, there are a lot of good Gonzaga players that play 3-on-3, pretty impressive players, but this Whitworth team that had a dynasty going for about 10 years, championship after championship, it's been a long time since they've had a successful team until this year. Keith and Oso and I were running around all over Hoopfest finding fun stories, and we ran into some former Whitworth players that just graduated last year, and the transition from 5-on-5 hoops to 3-on-3, not quite as easy as they thought.
There's a little bit of pressure there, especially for it being my first time. I'm just getting used to the courts and playing outside, so I'm learning as I go. I mean, just going to school at Whitworth, I hear about Hoopfest all the time, really, and it's my first time even seeing it. And getting to play on center court in the first game was so cool, like all these stands and stuff. And then playing against good competition, I'm gassed right now. So it was a lot of fun.
So much fun watching them. They actually ran into a really, really good team on their first game, probably a team that might go on to win the bracket. They usually make it to the Final Four at least, but this Whitworth team, look out for them in the championship, because I think once they get a few games underneath them, they're going to be a pretty tough team to beat. A lot of good shooters. A lot of fun out here at Hoopfest. We've been running around all day, like we said, but we have a lot more coming up, including highlights from a very competitive dunk contest last year. Not quite as competitive this year. We had a lot of athletes. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we talked to Colin Sather's family and a team that has a pretty special message and way of remembering him. That's coming up in just a few. Ariana?
Thanks so much, Alyssa. Excited.